oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you for watching London. Today we're here again with Mr. Royalty 9, fellow YouTuber.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Están bien?
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh, that's basically.
Anyway, we're here to talk about interracial dating. Would you date someone of the opposite race?
Sure, why not? Love all over. Why not spread it? Nothing wrong with it. I don't discriminate.
I don't see nothing wrong with it either. So there's some interesting comments that I hear people say about people who date outside of their race, namely in the black community. This is becoming a large and outstanding issue that black women feel as if black men are selling out by dating outside of their race.
I don't necessarily think that. I think it's more so a jealous thing. I think that's the reason why they're upset that a black male chose to be with a, mainly they have a problem with white female, because a lot of black women don't mind when a black guy dates a Spanish girl or dates a Indian. Well, he rarely sees Indian girl, but still. But when it comes to down to dating a white girl, they have a lot to say. I think it's more so insecurity thing on themselves. They're upset that they're not with them. I think that's what it is. It has nothing to do with they feeling that way. They just mad that the black male is not with them. And sorry, but usually the white girl gets the good black man. That's the thing, though. That's another thing.
You know what? Something I noticed on the sidebar of that is that some men, black men, that wind up dating outside of their race, going for a Caucasian woman or a Hispanic woman or Asian woman, Indian woman, any of those nationalities that I've seen a African American or black man dating, usually you'll notice like very distinct temperaments about this person. The way this particular woman carries herself, the way she presents herself, because ghetto doesn't have nothing to do with the color of your skin. Ghetto doesn't have nothing to do with the color of your skin. How you present yourself, carry yourself has nothing to do with the color of your skin. I have seen white trash before. I have seen Indian trash before. I have seen Latin trash before. I have seen the best of everything there is to see. So what do you think about that in terms of dating? That some feel like black men are going for these women because they're trying to downplay them, or they're trying to play their own women of their own race.
Well, I feel like black men, like you said, you have all types of trash. There's trash doesn't discriminate. You know, it doesn't matter. You can be trash and you can either also be trash and be upscale. You can be a high class trash. You can there's such things on a person. Again, when you worry about, as far as females, black females, when you worry about somebody who has no type of concern with you, who doesn't know you, if they do know you, who has no type of relation to you, if you worry about them and worry about why they're with that person, why they don't have a man or have a man, then you're just like it's an insecure thing, and you let it go because worry about you. That's the reason why you're single. So people who usually talk like this, people who are single, because they have no way of getting their own, so they bash the next woman or next male's thing for getting what they want. That's what I think. And what was your question more specifically? I'm sorry.
It was, what do you think about African American women saying their men or African American men going outside of their race is like a downplay on them?
Oh no, yeah, that's just jealousy, basically, and that's just jealousy. Because if you have your own man, you wouldn't be worried about the next person.
And truthfully, how I look at it is that if we held each other accountable as a race to a better standard of living, period, across the board, we would see less of that, because then you give the men something to look forward to.
Right.
And maybe what they are looking for, we don't find, or they don't find in their own community. So that's just something to think about. And then I know a lot of women would challenge that, like, okay, what you looking to find? how you can't find it with us, or etc.
Those the ones who act like that are the ones who are wrong.
That right there is part of the attitude. Also, and then just the fact of the statement in itself is that it's not so much the color of the person's skin, is what you're looking for. And when you know what you want and when you find it, that's the difference. It has nothing to do about the person's race. It has nothing to do about where they're from. She could look like Buck Diggity Jack. But
the
because
name, that sounds horrible. I don't know, I never met her, but from the name, it sounds like somebody you do not want to meet or date. But
she could look like Buck Diggity Jack. But if that's what I'm looking for, and I love her, and she loved me, and we got something going on, then hey. Because sometimes I don't understand some of these relationships with some of these interesting people, to say the least. So the next question, we basically answered the question number 2. Are black men who date outside their race sellouts? We basically answered that question already. That was accident number 2. Y'all act like y'all didn't hear that. Black women who date white men are sluts. What do you think about that?
that's easy. People who are saying that's right there who are saying that, they're actually kind of disrespecting themselves, because the reason why I think the reason why they're saying that a black woman would be a slut for dating a white male is because they're saying white men have money. So meaning you're saying about yourself, you're broke, you can't do nothing for her. So in a way you're kind of coming at yourself, because she's a slut for dating white men, all because they're saying white men, you know, are rich, they have money, they can do a lot for the black female. But all in all, the black male can't do nothing. So I think they're saying that themselves. I don't think females are sluts because for dating a white man. Like you can be a black dude and get a black female. It's all based on person. It's not. I don't think so. I disagree with that totally. They really said that?
Yeah, these are. I didn't make this list up. I ain't come up with nothing that's on here. This is actually questions that was asked in a live broadcast of the Tyra Banks show. But black women who date white men are sluts. I don't agree with that statement. For years, there has always been some intriguingness of interracial couples.
Right.
Before people felt like it was like really okay to just come out with being interracial couples, there's always been what they labeled it back in the day, slip-ups, where this white lady's having an affair with this black man having a baby, and daggone it, he's about to get killed, and so is she over this relationship, but they madly in love with each other. We saw a lot of that going on back in the days, and some people like to paint the picture that that's only stuff that happened in movies. No, this was stuff that's going on. How you think that some of us is light and some of us is dark? I mean, somebody was doing something. Hello. So anyway, but that's just my thoughts on that. I don't agree with the term that black women are sluts for dating white men. I do agree with the theory that some people standing outside are looking in saying, oh, well, she's only doing it because of whatever he could bring to her, or etc. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. The last one, and this will be a record-breaking short dissertation. Where in the Bible, now this is not, I didn't come up with this. This was a real question that was asked on the Tyra Banks show. Where in the Bible does it say that you cannot date outside your race? And flat out, I'm here to answer your question, that scripture does not exist, cannot be found, cannot be located. So anything or any statement, any erroneous doctrine teaching that where people want to say you cannot date outside of your race, that's not biblical. Period. Flat the end.
That's it.
Anything you want to add to that?
You hit it on that? That's it.
Well, there you have it, America.
YouTuber.
Thank you for watching. Remember to check me out on the web, www.michaellondon.webs.com. Add me on Facebook. Add me on Twitter. Michael London TV on Twitter.
Mr. Ray9 on YouTube. LFJ9 on Twitter. It will be, I'm sure he'll like do some editing, some dope editing, and have
the links will be at the bottom.
Right. Facebook, Gregory Dowdy. It'll all be there. We're not done though, right? We still got.
For this one, we'll be back with another one in a few seconds. Peace.
Adios.
The Michael London Show is brought to you in part by Michael London Clothing. www.michaellondonnewyork.spreadshirt.com, where you can get your Michael London apparel.